Hello there, welcome back to Ireland. Last time we fought a annoying as hell civil war. Lasted 4 years, earned a lot of money on that, so it's not all bad, but it's still kind of annoying. We also ended up taking Jerusalem, luckily enough, and we're currently, I guess, basically ready for another war now. This time against the new Caliph of the Shia, and we'll be taking Damascus since, well, it's a holy site, so why wouldn't we take it? And we'll just get right on that. So, I'll be fighting this war, and once that is done, I think we'll just wait for the truces in Jerusalem to run out. We still need to actually convert Jerusalem in order to be able to form the Kingdom of Israel, so it's not like we have a big problem here. And it also seems like I was completely mistaken when I assumed that the event troops here were despawned. That was a hilarious misconception on my part, and I'm certainly going to get to pay for it right now, I guess. Probably going to use to lose a retinue, but no, I got a white piece out of it, so I guess it could have been worse. So, I'm going to need a lot of troops, because they have about 100k. And that is a lot of men. That is a hilarious amount of men. And potentially, it's going to screw the hell out of the game right now. So, what I think we'll do then is simply go after the Byzantine Emperor and take probably Samos here. Do we want to take something else? Thrace, perhaps? Take Constantinople? I know. We'll wait and we'll figure out what we want to do down the line. But now it's still a couple of problems here, like Great Israel still demands Ascalon and Ultra-Jordan. Luckily enough, these are the guys who has it, so it's not like it's a impossible task. I could always try to assassinate this guy, but I don't know if I really want to. 17% chance of success and 150 ducats? No thank you. What we will do, however, now is allow the retinues to replenish, and I'll probably also ship this retinue down south. I don't really see any reason to keep it up here anymore, especially not with the current amount of troops that the Shia Caliph has. So, we'll see what we'll do. But for now, I think we'll just be patient and wait for the troops to run out. We'll see what happens. I have opted for another war against, well, the Byzantines here, and the reason for that is fairly simple. By taking at least some land here and keeping on kicking the Byzantines, I can potentially get a, well, potentially a very good potential out. As for this, I'll get a lot of land, I'll get power, and hopefully then I can also avoid, to some extent, civil wars by having a continuously, well, expansionist empire. Kind of the same way if you think Holy Roman, what am I even saying at this point? If you think a Roman Empire, they kind of actually survived on the expansion rather than how they actually were. If they couldn't expand, they, to some extent, the income from conquest, all that fell apart, and in turn, that led to some extent, to some problems, which came very fast, big problems, and led to some degree to their downfall. But hopefully, we won't have the same problem. And I don't think we will have. But for now, the only thing that we'll have to wait for is that truce to pass, and of course also the conversion of Jerusalem. We need it to become Jewish before we can really do anything at all. So we'll just do this last siege, then we'll go and deal with another Catholic revolt. The 16th. We are starting to get. I'm kind of sitting here, can we get 3 digits before we end this? Thinking that, but hopefully we won't, we'll see how it goes. So, I'll siege this, then I'll send this army to deal with that. I have no idea if I actually want to declare war on anyone else anymore. As I said, I kinda don't want to. So, there's a holy war here for Bavaria, as you can see, Steiermarkian holy war for Bavaria. And with that, I'll take at least a little bit of land, which is perfectly fine for me. Of course, I could get some very powerful very, very powerful and thus very annoying vassals out of it, but I'm looking on the bright side and hopefully it won't get to that point. Once again, for now, we'll simply wait and allow, not time to pass really, but wow, really stumbling on my words today. Allow time to pass and allow the truce to end so we can declare war on the Muqtarids again. So, that's our plan. Let's see how it all turns out. Well, I dare say that hell just came knocking at our door. Jihad for Jerusalem. The Shia Caliph Aglab has decided to declare jihad on the depraved heathens in the Kingdom of Jerusalem. He urges all righteous Shia Muslims to partake in the righteous struggle against King Sulam of Ireland for the glory of Islam. Allah is great. To arms. So, this means that there's currently 100,000 event troops that are currently at war with me. I'm currently at war with Hungary. Why? Because there was a revolt and I decided, well, this is good chance to fill in the spots. And then the revolt ended and everything ended up in one piece again, which is poor annoying. So, what are we going to do? Well, first of all, we're going to murder every single, or most of them, Hungarian. And then we're going to march this army down south to Jerusalem in an effort to help. Hopefully before hell breaks out down there. But, once again, not something that really can be promised. But we did at least fill in some of the gaps here as I go on. So I'm going to march these guys down south. I have no idea how many event troops these guys still have, but it seems like they have been using them a little bit, which is good. But I want to have at least both of my armies down there before we get into, into a scuffle that I will regret later. Let's just say that. So I'll be moving my troops down south and we'll be fighting the Jihad. Just to make things even worse here, I died. Of course. King Suleiman has been grasped by honourable death at age 40, died of poor health, long live King Shame. And with this, I now face another era of potentially civil wars and what's worse. Let's just be honest, that is what awaits. No matter how you look at it, I'm going to get into trouble. And probably while fighting this war. If you look here, they do have an amazing amount of troops. An annoying amount of troops. 15, 25, 36, 50, 55 at the very least. So I do need both of my armies if I want a snowball's chance in hell, really. So I'm just going to try and get both my armies down there, and then we'll see how and if is probably a better way to word it, if we can actually make something out of this. For now, I need an heir though, and I have no idea who actually wants this heir. Let's see if we can find someone who could potentially be a, well, genius. I think Asher is my best bet right now. Asher is my nephew, basically the son of the late king. He's quick, he hasn't been corrupted, so potentially could become very good. So, let me get my army down there and then we'll start fighting. We'll see how it goes. So, one of the bigger armies have actually marched all the way up here, and since it's kind of a bit away from the others, I'm going to take a chance here and attack it. Potentially, if I lose here, then, well, I'm not going to lose, so we don't have to worry about that. But yeah, we are winning battles now, and although we are losing sieges, which is a horrible thing to note, I will be aiming at destroying these armies completely, just in case they regenerate really, really slowly, and thus could potentially cause a ton of problems. So, what are we going to do? Well, we are slowly but surely going to find our way south here. So, Jerusalem and everything doesn't really have to worry for too long. We should be able to make some sort of recovery here. At least I hope so. Apparently by attacking that, I triggered a amazing wave that is currently coming against me. I have no idea if I can actually retreat back to Baalbek before it hits. No, I couldn't. So the big question here will then be, can it... Yeah, we can actually withstand that by one army. And that itself is great. 16,000 men, 14,000 died on their side. And right now, where are they running to? They're running there, but we'll have a fresh army coming in now to well, start causing some more problems. So those guys actually went for air attack on a bigger army again, and they suffered for it, as you can see here. So I would dare say that this this Jihad of theirs is already a major loss for them. I can't really see any way that they'd be able to make a comeback from this position. So, I'll just go ahead, slaughter the remains of their troops, and then we'll see what we decide to do. And also, while I am protecting Jerusalem from the Muslims, the brave Catholics here decide to rise up far away from the battle zone. No, I'm just kidding. It's probably just what I'd call a tactic rise. They rise while I'm busy. Actually, one thing, the revolts have actually made sense, but even so, they're rising with quite few numbers, and the timing ain't really that great because of the fact that I am kicking the Jihad's asses. Granted, the flow of information aren't or weren't probably that great back then, so I guess it would make sense. There's 55,000 men down south that's currently attacking the King's armies. If we strike now, we can make an offset. Perhaps something like that, but even so, it doesn't really help when 5 or a week after you get the message, well, the King's armies has slaughtered nearly everyone. What do you want us to do? But yeah, the Jihad has been beaten back, and that is basically due to superior metal, I guess I should say that. Yeah, metal, not metal. The superior fact that my troops are far better. That wasn't my wife who died. I was a little bit worried there for a second. But there we go. It is over. And boom. The Jihad for Jerusalem fails. The greatest, it seems, does not favor the Muslim faithful. After a string of defeats and setbacks, Caliph Aglab has called off the Jihad for Jerusalem against King Chaim of Ireland. So, the Jihad failed. And as a response to that, I will now go and get rid of the, I don't know what to call it, minor Jihad. And we'll also, I think, go ahead and declare war on this guy pretty soon as well. And also this guy. I think I don't have a truce with that guy. Another one of my counties become Ashkenazi, which is pretty good. I think I hit the wrong option there, but that's fine. I can actually fight both of them. So, get yourself to the coast, matey. We are going to fight how many troops are there? Almost none. We're going to fight for Ascalon. Are you guys going to stop me? Or am I going to be able to take Ascalon here without even trying? I want that 3,000 man army dead just because of the fact that it could very much become annoying very fast. It's also a little bit worrisome that there's consumption and other things in the area. Where is my army? It's not gone too far. But I'll just fight the war against Muctorids. I'll show you if there's a interesting battle. I do doubt it though. So we'll see how it goes. So as you can see, the war for Ascalon is done. Biggest battle was about 17,000 versus 6. So not really that great. In the meantime, there was a peasant revolt here, which my guys actually just ran straight over. There's another peasant revolt here that actually went into papal lands for some unexplainable reason. And with this, we also have control over Ascalon. All that remains now is to take Ultra Jordan, and then we will also have to convert Jerusalem, and then we are basically done with creating Israel. We'll see how it goes, but for now, we'll simply have to wait, I think. I did do a fairly good war against these guys, so I think we'll march right up and fight for Damascus as well. We'll see how it goes. So, the war here for Damascus is over. We also have the Independence faction causing trouble again, once again with people who like me. Hilariously enough. But not really that much I can do about it. We do need to, I think, rebuild some more retinues, or build some more retinues in this case, simply to protect ourselves. But I have no idea if it would actually work out or not. So, let us see here. What do we want actually to do? I'm sure that we do have some people here. Yeah, we do have some people that we can get cash for. But yeah, how do we want to deal with the dangerous faction? It's not as many, but even so, it does mean that I do like it. I could try a Holy Grand Tournament. Probably won't actually help that much, so it won't probably not be something I do. I will at least hand out the lands first, and then we'll see what we'll do afterwards. As a start, we have started some, well, extra retinue building. which you can see due to the fact I don't actually have any cash anymore, I have started building another 5,000 men retinue, and those 5,000 men should be enough to deter them, or at least that is what I am hoping. But as you can see, they're just adding to it, so I honestly do doubt that it will actually work, and we'll most likely have another independence war on our hands here. But most of them are, luckily enough, busy now in a holy war for Tyrol, so I think they'll not declare war or blackmail or whatever you want to call it during the time of the war. So that is a period that I should be perfectly safe. Granted that I say I should be, I probably won't be. Or yeah, why the hell would I have any interest in giving you back this guy? A German Catholic that probably was a rebel in some point since he had a broken spirit. Nope, not interested in him, but yeah. Things are definitely hinting up to right now that I'll have another civil war on my hands. And a pretty horrible one at that, it seems like. So, I think we'll have to invest some money when we get the opportunity in trying to actually build up some more duchies in order to, well, keep people happier to some degree, and also to make sure that I get less micromanaging. There's currently 22,000 men. They have 48% of my army, so yeah, I guess I can understand that we're actually trying to rise up here. They want actually seniority, Prince Mavasa. Kind of weird stuff here to deal with, but for what we'll do next time, I think, is take Ultra Jordan to simply complete it. Then we'll take Senna afterwards. It's after all a holy. Yeah, it's a holy site. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're all the holy sites. We do have control of them, or at least I have control of where they are. So, as I was saying here, next time we'll probably take that last part. Hopefully we'll be able to convert Jerusalem, and hopefully we'll be able to deter the civil war. We'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I do hope to see you next time. Feel free to come with comments, praise, criticism, anything you feel like. And I'll see you around. Bye.